What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to another episode of Chat and Draw. My name is Mike Watson, and I am involved in a few different things. Number one, I'm the publisher of Short Fuse Media Group, the founder of Freestyle Comics, one half of the good, the bad, the nerdy, the most enthusiastic person in comics, also known as the Super Mad Brother, and your host here today and every day on every episode of Chat and Draw, Mike Watson. Want to welcome you all here. Thanks for being in here. We got a full house right now. We're rocking about 11 people in the building. And if you're watching right now, please give it out. Give it a share. Give it a share. Let other people see what's going on. While you're doing that, while you're sharing it to everyone, and thanks so much. I'll tell you what Chat and Draw is. Chat and Draw is a show where I chat and I draw, but not with myself. Although the last couple episodes I have done that. I normally have a creator on here, and we discuss their character. And while we're talking about their character, I draw them. And in some situations, which you can sign up for on my Patreon page, we do a fan episode where if you have a character you really like or love, I draw that character as a commission for you, and we discuss the coolness of that character and why you are so in love with that character. And those are our fan episodes or whatnot. Now, today episode, we're going to be digging in. We've got, I guess I can, oh, well, no, I'll hold off. I won't show that yet. So we got a returning competitor here to the Octagon. I don't know why I said Octagon. It's not a fight. It's not a battle. I just felt like saying it. And he goes by the name of, oh, wait, I can't tell you his name because we have a little tradition.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh!
Man, that was perfect, man. You have been working on that intro, bro. It's so seamless. I love it.
I'm trying. But Danny J. Quick, hashtag Team Spoiler Alert in the building.
Team Spoiler Alert in the building. First, I'll go ahead and drop my first spoiler already. All right, my first spoiler is that Carla still sucks. That's it. That's the spoiler right there. Carla still sucks.
So I'm about to join this this trade circle that you're in because Danny J. Quick, if you did not know, had to trade for Ace Blade out. I had the privilege of putting together. Sean Mack and I put that together. We got the new trade Short Fuse edition covers on them bad boys.
Hey, okay.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? We sent that into the printer. And I say all that because I will be joining the circle with trades with you very soon. And,
nice.
Editor-in-chief of Freestyle Comics, his name being Danny also, and we need to get the story right. Set the record straight with some of y'all MFers out here, all right? So there will be another story featuring Carla. Pay attention to issues 10, 11, 12, and 13 of Hot Shot because I actually just reread the 13th issue.
Okay.
If I say so myself. But y'all gonna understand this whole collar situation. You guys are all with your knee-jerk, instant reactions, and you're not looking at the perspective from both sides.
Okay. It's gonna take issue 9, 10, 11, and 12, and 13, 14, and 15 for you to convince me that Carla is not the worst.
Isn't that the situation we're in right now? We're in society, and society needs to see both sides of the story.
No, ain't no two sides. Ain't no two sides.
No two sides.
As a matter of fact, Carla is racism. That's what it is. That's what it is right here. Carla is racism right now. And there are no two sides of racism. Either you racist or you not.
No. I am not gonna stand by that. You have said a lot, and you and Danny Cooper have made some really good memes about poor Carla. Y'all gonna see today.
Gotta do it, man. Hey, if you can convince me that Carla is not the worst in these next couple books, hey, I will tip my hat to you. You are an amazing writer and creator, because it's gonna take a lot to change my mind. But hey, I'm up for the challenge, man.
Look, and Danny can confirm. I might even let you read issue 13. I might even let you read.
Go ahead and send them to me.
Because I don't even know if I can sit here and wait. I might just slide Danny Day quick, even though I know he is team spoiler alert.
That's team spoiler alert.
Confidential. 10, 11, 12, 13, Unforgiven. Just to hear you say,
hey,
Team Carla.
Hey, if you can convince me in them next 4 books, I will be your biggest promoter for these next 4 books. I will absolutely tell everybody from the valleys to the mountaintops that this story is the best story that I've ever read, because Michael Watson took me from hating a character in two issues to forgiving a character in 10 issues. So hey, if you can do that, more power to you.
Hey, what I'm gonna say is Zuko has the great redemption arc.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why that's one of my favorite cartoons right there. That's one of my favorite, and I don't know if Avatar is that an anime or is it what is it? What do you consider it?
What's up, Heather? A mix. A mix.
Whatever it is, it's one of my favorites all times. What's up? Oh, Daniel Calvin's here. Can I spoil something? Can I spoil something for Daniel Calvin?
What are you trying to spoil?
I think you know what I'm trying to spoil.
Hell no. No. Look, we didn't let you in the back room.
Hey,
some access, and you already trying to just drop egg noodles. We ain't ready for that. I got to talk to Sean Mack. I got to talk to Sean Mack about this.
What's today's date? I mean, it looks like we got maybe like a week left. Like, what do we got?
No, we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Okay, see, I've been Silent Dreamer 26. What's up?
Your boy Morgan said no.
I've been sworn to secrecy. Daniel Calvin, I was gonna spoil something, but I was gonna let the people know right now because I'm team spoiler alert. But Daniel said no, Michael said no, but I might go ahead and do it anyway because you know who I am.
I know for how you is.
Depends on how this episode goes. We might I might have to just drop a bomb on people. We'll see.
Man, so look, shut up. Let's talk. So we are going to be doing some competition this week. I wanted to do it earlier this month, but I decided to hold off because everything going on with Black Lives Matter, and protesting with everyone out there fighting, and everything we've had going on online. And I really don't want to pull any attention from that because this is obviously a very important issue that needs to be handled. But I will be a part of Team Spoiler Alert. I want everyone who's watching, be prepared. There will be a rally between the creators at Short Fuse. We're going to have our own little drive. We're going to be joining together to outreach for our website. We have these banners and stuff that we put together. I'm trying to figure out how to promote and sell comics on a larger scale than just as one individual. And that's what we're going to be trying to do and setting up. So it may work, it may not, but there's no such thing as a bad idea when you don't have any idea, when you haven't tried any ideas.
It's gonna work. Nah, ain't no it's gonna work or not. It's gonna work. I already know. I've been privy to see the backstage and I know it's gonna work, man. We got this. Don't even worry about it.
Morgan says you're gonna get muted.
Nah. You're gonna have to come on to the show and take over admin privileges to mute me. Think about cutting my mic off.
Morgan, thank you for reminding me I have muting power. Daniel says, by the way, I caught Avatar, The Last Airbender, Western anime.
I'll take that. That makes sense.
I'll take that. See here. Someone to make these a little bit longer.
Silent Dreamer says, Mike, you should know not to give Mr. Spoiler any sneak peeks. Please tell me you haven't given him EQ info. Hey, come on now. People,
John.
come on, Silent Dreamer 26.
No, Haley, I have not given him any Emerald Quest information yet. But I can tell you this. Danny J. Quick is gonna love some Emerald Quest. We got.
I promise you, I will learn now. Now that you've brought it up, I'm gonna get this information of Emerald Quest.
Well, actually, we got the first issue done. Second issue has one more page to be lettered. Third issue is halfway colored and being lettered. And I'm working on the fourth issue script right now.
Bet.
What's up? What I would love to do is actually I need to get started drawing. But what I would love to do with Emerald Quest is have the fourth issue done and do a Kickstarter. Do a Kickstarter for the first two issues, a Kickstarter for the third and fourth issues, and and then that trade.
Hey man, well, from what I hear, it might be in the cards, man. We might have some back-to-back stuff coming up with the team. So if Sean, listen, I heard team spoiler alert, by the way. I heard Sean Mack said that he's got some stuff coming. He's got some campaigns coming here in the near future, and I can't wait to see him. I think Short Fuse is about to get back to early last year when they were doing them back to back, and we was knocking it out of the park. And I would be happy to get back to that point, man.
Oh well, I don't think that's a spoiler alert. I can reaffirm we got at least two boys in the holster. Wait, we got two dates in the holster. Not in the holster, in the chamber. We got two in the chamber right now. We got two in the chamber, ready to go. I think we got about 3 or 4 actually that we could go back to back on. To be honest with you, I know I'm team spoiler alert, but I'm not gonna ruin any surprises for anybody. I'm not gonna say which titles we got, but I think we could go 4 in a row before the end of the year. So I think it's possible. I was trying to be generous. And gracious. Yeah. Once the ball gets rolling, the ball gonna roll.
Absolutely.
Downhill.
Absolutely. So can I tell them who you're drawing today?
Yeah. That's the whole point of us being here. I done got on this show with this dude, and we clowning.
Yes. Yeah, I'm always down to just clown. They'll get the information. We got what 45 minutes, an hour. What? Hey, hey, man. So today I wanted to get Mike. Last season, Mike drew good old Ace Blade, the purple ninja dude, for me, and he killed it.
1, 2. I think I've drawn him like 4 times now.
Yeah, you're getting and that's why this time I was gonna have you draw Ace Blade again, just because I love it so much when you draw Ace Blade. But I was like, nah, let me see if I can challenge Mike. Let me see if I can challenge him. I wanted to see if I could get you to do one of my villains, the main villain for Ace Blade, and this dude's name is Gutshot. All right,
Gutshot.
So some people compare Ace Blade to Batman, right? They say Ace Blade is basically like Batman. He's a vigilante. He sneaks around. He's the best fighter in the world. He's a tactician. He's not a detective, but he'll figure it out if he needs to.
I'm sorry, Red McKenzie. Hold up. We got to catch up. I'm sorry.
I see it.
My mind was blown by the spoilers I got for Emerald Quest. Oh, yeah. Haley got massive spoilers because she's helping on Emerald Quest.
Okay, all right.
John, in case you didn't hear me, I said what's up. Alan, what's up, man? Daniel said we need spoiler klaxon, Star Trek style. Red McKenzie said, this is what I was laughing at. Mm-hmm. I had to sign in. I'm watching on my TV. He said Carla was racism. The whole thing.
Am I wrong though, Ren? Ren, am I wrong though? That's all I'm saying. Oh, I got a spoiler alert. Actually, Ren McKenzie is going to be doing some artwork for us.
Oh, okay.
Here in the near future.
What's he drawing?
Actually, you were talking about the protests and everything. We're having Ren work on a special collaboration piece with me and Morgan's character Lumberjacks, and we're going to be doing something to show our support for the protests and the protests for the death of George Floyd and the whole Black Lives Matter movement, as a matter of fact. So look forward to that. And I did just put you on the spot, Ren. That's how I do with Team Spoiler Alert. I done told people that the art is coming, so they're gonna be expecting it.
Yeah, I can't wait to get this story out with Carlos so y'all can see this. But that's cool because I'm also wanting to do one, and I think we're actually pushing an issue back in Hot Shot.
Okay.
After we get done with the story, because I spent a lot of time writing the story. And then so after the story, we're doing a Black Lives Matter related story in that too.
Nice.
Oh yeah, okay.
Thank you. My wife was about to kill me, Mike. She was about to kill me. She know I'm allergic to fish, right? And she's in there eating fish. We just got back from ordering some, and then she was like, she walked in the room and she said, "You know how I know I love you?" I was like, "How, babe?" And she was like, she was about to cut the knife to this delicious pineapple ups. You see this pineapple upside down cake? She said she was gonna cut it with the same knife she cut the fish with, and then when I would have ate it, I would have died. I would have just died on Chat and Draw, and nobody would have known why. Nobody would have known why I died. It would have been a mystery. But now I can eat this pineapple upside down cake and not die. Ooh, that is tasty.
I don't know. You told me how that's love.
So I love it already, Mike. I love it. So I know I went off on a tangent, but Gut Shot, the guy you drawn. So people say that Ace Blade is kind of like Batman. So I would say that Gut Shot is a strange combination of the Penguin and Bane. Okay, so we know Penguin. He's all about his family's legacy and his fortune. The Oswald, the Cobblepot family, and Bane. He's all about breaking backs. He's all about breaking people down, right?
Yeah.
He uses that venom to juice himself up, and then he gets at it. He even broke Batman in half one time, even in the comics and in the movie. So
it was hilarious in the movie. I was so happy to see that little bat get broke. Christian was weak. I'm not gonna go into it though.
And then 3 scenes later, he's walking fine. Like all somebody did was pop his back in place. That was terrible. That was almost as bad as Man of Steel. But I won't go there. I won't go there. But Gut Shot is basically Ace Blade's arch nemesis, because Ace Blade is all about guts over greed, right? He's all about Ace Blade is all about personal courage in the face of adversity, and especially in a city like Vegas City, where you can hit it big at any time. There's a lot of people taking chances to win, to make money, right? So Gut Shot, he was a former fighter, a former prize fighter, and he was all about making money and beating people up. He found that he could make more money on the business side of prize fights, so he got his fortune up by juicing himself up, by taking steroids, by taking experimental drugs, and beefing himself up. That's why his arms are so huge. He's got these like tree trunk like arms, and he got his name because he actually punched through a guy's stomach and ripped out his spine during a match, and that was his last fight.
Oh Lord have mercy.
So that's why they call him Gut Shot. His real name is Benjamin O'Sellis. You actually get to see that in Ace Blade #4. So anybody who hasn't checked that out. But he, started in the business. He started buying his way into the businesses in Vegas City. He owns a couple of casinos, and he found that once he got the money, then he got the power. And that's all he wants, is to be the most powerful man in the world. Morgan said he's also a professional tiny penis loser. Listen, so
hey, you to be getting personal.
Listen. Morgan's character Gutshot has had a couple run-ins. Morgan's character Lumberjacks has had a couple run-ins with Lumberjacks also, and he really hates that dude. So
that's awesome.
So one of these days, I think Lumberjacks is probably gonna take Gutshot out. I'm gonna be honest with you. If Ace Blade doesn't get to him first, one of these guys, Gutshot or Lumberjacks or Ace Blade, is gonna take Gutshot out. Yeah, Morgan. I mean, listen, if anybody's read Morgan's novel, the Lumberjacks novel, you'll know he has a very personal axe to grind with Gutshot. And if they ever come face to face again, it's gonna be bad for him. It's gonna be bad for him. Terrible.
So I really like the fact that you guys are working together, you and Morgan, but your characters immediately just have easy access to each other. So I was unaware that anything like that happened. So that's cool, very much so, that they got to run in and Morgan or Lumberjacks does not like him, and Ace Blade obviously has issues with this guy or whatnot. I think that's cool as heck.
Yeah, we decided to, because our whole universe is connected, from Ace Blade to Lumberjacks to King Supreme, and all of our villains are connected too. So just like Lumberjacks hates Gutshot, Morgan has a villain named Trespass that Ace Blade really, really hates. So these guys go head to head all the time, and they have different motivations, but that makes the story. Ren said, so Gutshot is your universe's Carla, most evil villain around. Pretty much. That's pretty much it. Pretty much the most evilest ever. Unredeemable. That's the word.
Can't wait to serve y'all this crow pie y'all going.
Gutshot.
I'm gonna put whipped cream on that bad boy, cherry on top of it, and I'm just gonna, it's gonna be unlimited rations for all you Carla.
Gutshot is unredeemable. As a matter of fact, this is something that I think is cool that Ace Blade does. So, if you get if you read the special edition trade that we just put out, there are extra mini comics at the end, introducing a few of the villains, right? Introducing Blackjack, who was one of Ace Blade's villains, Hammerhands, Roulette. And one thing that Ace Blade does is he always calls the villains by their actual name. He calls them what their government name is instead of their supervillain name, because much like Batman, Ace Blade cares more about the person than what they've done, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Ace Blade is more about retribution and restitution than just punishing people for their actions. The opposite is true with Gutshot. Gutshot is the only person at this point that he calls by his villain name, because he doesn't see Gutshot as redeemable. He doesn't see him as a person who has any willingness to change or be better. So he is, one of the true villains in Ace Blade's mind.
Okay, I like that. I think that has a lot of weight that adds to the characters. Obviously, I think that's really cool. I'm digging that. I think that's that little nuance that you're giving with Ajax. That it makes me ask why. So I know you explained it to us or whatnot, but reading through the book and then picking up on it, like, why is this dude calling them by their regular names? But but everybody calls him Ace Blade. I think that's clever. And it gets the reader wondering about these type of things, and that's like a layer underneath his mask that you get to reveal. Good stuff.
That's a Chat and Draw exclusive. I never told anybody that before. It's just one of them things. See, man, I'm spoiling all kinds of stuff right now, man. I'm spoiling all kinds of stuff. Morgan says, Jax doesn't feel like that. Jax is the total opposite. Morgan says Jax has never once called that idiot gut shot. His name is Ocellus and nothing more. Hey, that's the difference in the two heroes, man. That's another thing about our universe is like Morgan's character, Lumberjacks. He doesn't wear a mask. You know, he's more of a, you know, if you want me, if you think you can come after my family, try it, and I'll show you. You know, Ace Blade is a little more reserved about it. Ace Blade doesn't have any superpowers except for one. He's got one power that I won't spoil right now, but Morgan knows what it is. He's got, you know, no powers, and he's more of a I just want to prove that I'm the best in the world. His whole goal is to prove that he's the best fighter in the world. Mm-hmm. So he gladly takes the challenge of going up against superpowered beings, super villains. You know, anything that would push against his personal code, anything that he sees wrong in his city, he'll be happy to fight against it. Man, Mike, you are amazing, man. Like
what?
Like the line work, man. It's like I don't know how I'm jealous, bro. I'm just jealous in real life. In real life, I'm jealous right now.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that very much so.
Morgan, are you seeing this, man? Are you seeing this? Morgan just got Adobe Illustrator. Mm-hmm. I don't know if anybody saw his first image that he put up online that he made in Illustrator, but it was a nice, cute penguin jumping into the water, and it was nice and it was really cute, and I'm proud of my homeboy because he, you know, finally took the plunge into learning how to do some art, and you know, he's been wanting to do it for a long time, so I'm proud of him for taking that initiative and learning how to use Illustrator. But this stuff that you're doing is like a million levels ahead of us, bro. It's like I can't even imagine.
Bro, I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much so. But we all got to start somewhere. And there's still images that I trace over to help me with my drawing or whatnot. Tracing is a great tool for learning to see how other artists do things. And I've traced over a few different things, and then after tracing over, see how that works, I've changed it up and manipulated and you know, put my stamp on it, my claim on it, and whatnot. But that still helps a ton with learning how to figure out how stuff is drawn.
Absolutely. Morgan hating too. It's ridiculous, man. Me and Morgan have talked for years. We were like, man, if we just had like a dedicated artist on the team that we could afford to pay consistently, we would be running stuff. Y'all, you know what? The Freestyle Comics is running stuff right now. We're gonna catch up to y'all though. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna catch up to y'all, buddy. We gonna catch up to y'all.
All I can say to that is there's enough for everybody out here to eat.
Absolutely.
Big gagging, chasing Amy, tracers. Oh yeah, there was. That was for inkers. Because the misconception is that all inkers do is just trace.
Oh yeah.
I tell you that right now.
Yeah. Inking is a whole different game, man.
Yeah, it is. That's why it has taken so long for my editor-in-chief, to get me to ink this hotshot book. Oh goodness gracious, which I am doing.
Which one are you inking?
Issue 10.
Oh, okay.
My another one of my personal goal is to get that 10, 11, 12, and 13 all drawn before we release one of them.
Hey, you can do it, man. See, if you would have took a break in between season 1 and season 2 of Chat and Draw, you would have had it done. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, you know why? But I really enjoy doing Chat and Draw.
And we enjoy you doing it. Absolutely.
And I've gotten and not to mention I've got a ton of work from doing Chat and Draw, meeting a lot of people, getting to draw a lot of characters, but I've gotten a lot of work from it. After I get done with this project I'm working on for Moana, I'll be all caught up.
You
And,
working on something for Moana?
Yeah, a couple little pinup pieces for.
Okay.
But once I get done with that, I'll be all caught up and I'll be back on the pages. So I'm gonna set up a schedule for myself. Cause I work normally till like 2 o'clock in the morning, but I'm gonna try to cancel that so I can get up at 7 o'clock and put like 3 to 4 hours on pages every day in the morning. And then like have that time, then have the rest of the day open for other work. And if I don't have other work, just working on the comic book and whatever I'm doing, of course, for short fuse.
Absolutely. Speaking of short fuse, so you said I can't spoil what's coming up in the next week, right? You said I can't.
No, you cannot.
Okay, well, never mind. Then I ain't gonna do it.
Because I've got some what is that? I've got some weight in that.
I don't want to get fired in my first week, so I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
I will say this: I've been really thinking about hashtag Team Spoiler Alert. I've been really thinking about approaching you and Morgan about doing some side stories that connect to the world of freestyle comics.
Wait a minute now. Okay. Hey, don't play around now, Mike. You know I'm down.
I'm not saying that a choice or decision has to be made now, but it's something I was ever thinking about. How can we pull it out? Because I do love those stories that you guys tell, and I think it's an excellent venue for keeping people interested in your IPs without necessarily coming out with another book.
Thank you.
I think some really good stories can be told, some short stories through the world of FSK through that, and you guys already have the experience with it. And that's it's been something that's been going on in the back of my head and whatnot.
I appreciate that, man. And like I said, with the podcast, the Super Shorts podcast that we do, we literally, it didn't even start as a podcast. Me and Morgan were just trying to keep ourselves fresh as writers, because we're newer to comic. Well, we were new to comics at the time, and we were like, man, let's just write some stories. Let's just write some short stories about our characters, to kind of flesh them out and to tell, the more mundane stuff that happens in between, the comics. So, Ace Blade, facing off with just a random thug that he just, goes over the edge with. Like he just, goes past that, past justice into abuse, so how he straddles that line of, heroes get frustrated all the time. Batman has done it. Superman has done it. They just get frustrated, and they can use their powers to, to kind of step over that line. And one of the first ones I ever wrote was called The Line. The first short story I think that we did was called The Line, and it shows how one of Ace Blade's close partners, Lady Luck, she's called, how she is kind of that oracle in his ear to kind of keep him from stepping across that line whenever she sees him, getting to that point. So, it just started off as kind of a developmental tool for us to really think about what our heroes were in there and what their themes were. And then it kind of just turned into, maybe we should, actually read these stories to people. Maybe we should actually, tell these stories to people in audio form. So Morgan can tell you, when I get an idea in my head, it's just like, hey, let's try it. Let's just do it. And the first season was literally just me and Morgan getting on whatever microphone that we could find and reading these stories. And it's terrible. If any of y'all listen to the first season, the audio quality is so bad. It's so bad on those stories, but it's fun, But then, second season, me and Morgan were like, hey, instead of developing our heroes, let's develop our villains, because both of us agree, heroes are only as good as their villains. So, watching movies like The Dark Knight Rises, where you got the Joker, reading Hot Shot with Void coming in there, and then Carla, who is also a villain. stories like that, make you want to read more, make you care more about the characters. So the second season, we decided to do do all villains. We developed Gutshot, and we developed stories about Morgan's characters, Boa and Trespass, and it was just fun. Like we just had a good time with it, and that's really when people started paying attention, was when we did that. So this last season, we decided to do, instead of doing individual short stories, to do a whole season that was connected, and it came out pretty good. We had a good time with it. Me and Morgan, we actually just posted the season finale yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so it came out good. It was fun, and we can't wait to do next season.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think we need to get on the closed room meeting and discuss this, because I definitely like it. I like what you guys have going on with that, and I think it's an awesome idea and a great way to create more content. And you guys are getting to explore a lot of cool things with it.
Alan's talking about. Oh, Alan actually got on with me and showed me how to do a RPG version of, what was it called, Alan? That we did. It was a tabletop version of the superhero, and and I got to. He sent me a character sheet, and I got to kind of figure out what Ace Blade's attributes will be. It was pretty cool. Might have to develop that a little more too.
Actually, the tabletop, the first writer on Heroes International, Luke Herr, he played a tabletop RPG games with his friends to write the first 2 issues of Heroes International.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they would come over his house. He would set up all the characters. He'd be the game master or whatever, and then whatever happened that night is how the first 2 issues went.
Wow, I did not know that. That's pretty cool, man.
Completely all his idea, and it worked out great.
Yeah. I love that Heroes International story too.
Ooh, about to raise the stakes on that month. I can't wait, man. I love making comic books, man. I freaking love it.
Me too, man. Me too. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm more than I thought I would anyway. And yeah, I'm just jealous, bro. I'm just jealous of everything that you're doing right now. Like the foreshortening that you just did. Like I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it at all. This man has muscles on top of muscles everywhere. He's got already, I can see where you got veins bulging out over there. This is just incredible. I'm gonna tell y'all, Michael did not know what character he was drawing until literally 2 hours ago. He did not know what he was supposed to be drawing until 2 hours ago, and he's like just perfectly just doing it. I said, think, what did I say? Think Kingpin
with Hulk.
With the Hulk. And then I described him when I got on the show as the Penguin in Bane. And this is exactly it. I sent him one reference picture. That's it. Somebody on your Twitch said, please make the nipples veiny and angry. I would like to see that also. I would also like to see that.
I'm sorry, Tommy.
I would also like to see that.
All right. That's a first request. I've got some cool requests, man. I remember I was at the show doing a commission, and I swear to you, this dude came up to me, man, like it was just like, I don't know, like he didn't want nobody to know he was coming up to me. He kind of just like leaned over, was looking at what I was drawing, was like, hey, I think we're still drawing stuff. I looked around at my print wall. I was like, I'm pretty comfortable drawing stuff. Like, look, I want you to draw Miss Incredible for me. All right. No. I want you to draw Miss Incredible for me. You're back. You remember that elevator scene where she gets stuck? I was like, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I can whip that out, man. What you want, that full color? No, hold on. I want to see it from the back.
Oh, bro, why he have the shadiest voice ever though? What?
I don't think his voice is that shady. I just think his voice has become shady over the years because of the request. And I drew it. I knocked it out, man. Full camera right on Miss Incredible's booty, because she got back, and she was stuck in the elevator, and so I got it done, and I felt like I knew what he wanted to ask for. So while I was waiting, I just took a risk, and I've never done this before. I just started sketching out another piece of Miss Incredible, and I had her jumping, right? I had the camera behind her, full booty perspective, and like she's all out here and jumping over the city skyline. And when he came, he was like, "You got that for me?" And I showed it to him. He was like, "Dope." And he put it in his folder real quick, real fast. He was like, "Hey, I don't know if this is, I could be off, but what you think of this?" He looked. How long would it take you to finish that? He was like, "Run me that too."
Bruh. Hey, we gotta get comic cons back. We gotta get shows back, bro. We have to. They need to go ahead and come up with an antidote for this for this corona, so we can then gonna get our shows back, bro. Because there's nothing like that in the world.
I miss it. I miss it incredibly.
Oh man,
I can't wait to get back to a show, man.
That's wild, bro.
Hey,
Morgan said now he's at the house with some jergens right now at this very moment.
Hey, I actually find that to be a compliment. You think something I drew was that sexy?
Hey,
when you got the most jergens?
Hey, that's a compliment, bro.
I did my damn job.
You did the whole job. You did the complete job that time. Ren said he better have laminated it. Y'all nasty. Y'all nasty. Every one of y'all.
Hey, I am not going to knock a man or woman for their illustrated request.
Hey, you get commissions, you just got to draw what they ask, man. Hey, that's the life of an artist.
I'm not here to judge. I'm here to draw.
Bro, that's incredible. That's incredible. Literally, that's incredible.
Hey, it's a fun little piece. I mean, and Pixar knew what they was doing. They put all that back on her.
They did it on purpose. Terrible.
Where's dumb? Let me tag that up here. No, where's that? That one. That picture laminated.
Oh man.
Yeah, man, but you just don't get stuff like that.
I'm mad you made the man's voice shadier and shadier over the years.
Hey, it the story more entertaining. But he did come up to me. The way he approached me was not that but he was trying to make sure nobody else could hear the request.
Yeah.
Rent had some naked super lady request. He has done his share.
I can imagine, man. I can imagine, bro. Oh man, that's just crazy. That's just crazy, man.
Yeah, it is. They out here.
The one hitter quitter. The fingernails, man. You're even putting the fingernails on there, bro. I quit.
You can't quit.
Every now and then, I get the urge to try to draw something. See, there's you, and there's a good friend of mine, Wally McNair, the co-creator of King Supreme. Mm-hmm. This dude is the same, man. I'll sit there and watch Wally draw, and I'm like, how? Like, how? Why? When? What? Where? And why? Like, why is it possible for somebody like you doing these in one stroke? Like, it's like, How? You got the weights right, like you're easing into the one side and then coming out on the outside with the stroke. Like it's like that's practice, man. It's like how you do it. I don't like it.
Well, I believe I've been on this iPad drawing for almost 2 years now.
Man.
Yeah, it's coming up on 2 years. I've actually got to email my students because it looks like I teach art for Town Artworks. It looks like we're about to start reopening. So we got to gauge and see how many parents be interested in getting their kids back in here.
Oh, nice. Got to teach the kids, man.
Yeah, which I absolutely can't lie. I am missing interaction and being around people and stuff.
Yeah. I actually went to school for music education early on. I wanted to be a music teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I play the piano, the drums, a little guitar.
Okay.
And I went to school to become a music teacher because when I was in high school, one of my favorite teachers was my music teacher, Mr. Fry. He was like one of the only people who cared about, stuff that I was doing outside of academics, outside of, just class. So I thought that was really cool that he could, instill some confidence in me in my artistic side and things that I wanted to learn how to do that weren't related to history and math and science and social studies. So I wanted to do that also, but I ended up getting deployed. I'm an Army veteran, so I ended up, going away with the military, and then a few years later, I ended up going to Iraq, and I decided not to go back to school for that. Instead, focusing on graphic design and learning how to make these comics. Because actually, while I was in Iraq, the sousaphone, I can't play a sousaphone. While I was in Iraq is where I started writing these Ace Blade stories. So that passion came from there. So man, just seeing Gutshot right now is making me want Jax to kill him all the time. Yeah, I cannot tell you how many conversations me and Morgan have had about when can he kill Gutshot. See, there's another difference between Ace Blade and Lumberjacks. Ace Blade has katanas, he has lethal weapons, but he also uses them, very focused and very specifically to not kill people, to make sure, somebody might be incapacitated but not murdered, right? So Lumberjacks, on the other hand, he has this big axe. It's like 6 feet tall and 3 feet wide.
I've seen you made a full-on version of it and was selling it. That was dope.
Yeah. We had a full version of it just to show people how big it is. And he swings that thing around and he cuts people in half. He's cut off limbs. He's sliced a whole human in half at one point. And then this next Lumberjacks comic that's about to come out, Lumberjacks #2, I think he kills like 4 people in one throw of the axe. So he doesn't discriminate. He says if you get in the way, if you choose to be out here in this life, this life of hurting people, then hey, you got to get what you get. Ren says he's got a story to kill Human. We gonna let Ren kill Human?
Yeah.
We're gonna let Ren.
Ren doesn't like Human.
Really? Human is one. Well, I ain't gonna say Human is one of my favorite from Heroes International, but why would he dislike Human?
Ren can't stand him.
Well, the whole team is just learning their powers. Like it's like not everybody isn't really, fully in there yet. So gotta give them some time.
Ren McKenzie don't give a damn. Not one damn.
Terrible.
I told him we got a story for him. The new issues of Heroes International that Danny Cooper is writing. He's gonna be very satisfied with it, but also
Okay.
at the same time.
Okay.
Dan's got some stuff that he's got planned, man. I'm looking forward to it very much so.
I don't know what Morgan was talking about, but he's talking about something about Jessica Rabbit. He must be talking about the old that conversation that we just had. I missed that. I just looked at my phone and saw it. I need you to talk.
Ren says doesn't like it's a soft way of saying it. He says F you, man.
Terrible. Why are you writing all these characters that people hate, Mike? What's up with that?
I love it. I love it. That means you read my books.
That's right. I think and hate is sometimes a stronger emotion than love. You know, sometimes when people like stuff, it's cool. You know, I like this book. It was a good book. But when you can get people to hate stuff, they definitely will come back to see what happens next. I'm gonna have to use that.
I agree. I like that.
I'm gonna have to use that in this next series. I got another spoiler. How about Ace Blade number 5 is on the way? How about that?
What'd you say?
Ace Blade number 5 is on the way.
Oh shoot, hold up.
We are finally in production for Ace Blade number 5. Finally got to a point where, you know, that Ace Blade trade, you know, it took a lot out of us. It took a lot out of me, and I had to decide where I wanted to go, you know, from there. And I had this story that I wrote actually a while back. Yeah, you're right, Morgan. That's an announcement. That's not a spoiler. It's an announcement. But but I had this story that I've written a while back, and I was like, man, this would be the perfect place to pick up the Ace Blade story, because Ace Blade 1 through 4 is an origin, and you know, you get a lot of the development of Ace Blade as a character in the novel that I wrote. So I said, you know what, I want to pick up a few years later when Ace Blade is more developed, when he's already come into contact with some of these villains, and you know, kind of catch up in the timeline to where Morgan's book is. So so now when Ace Blade number 5 picks up, we'll be closer to where the Lumberjack series is. So I'm not going to spoil it, because there's something that's going to happen in this Ace Blade number 5 book that that people are really going to like, and that's one spoiler I'm going to keep it myself. I'm going to have to be team close to the chest with that.
All right. Hey, he learned.
I got to pick my spots. John says, "Hey Danny, how did you get started drawing?" John, I don't draw because you see what Mike is doing. I can't do that. I can't be that. I'm not that good. So I refuse to even put my stuff out there. What I do is I design logos, I graphic design, I write. I even rap a little bit. I might rap, and I might act a little bit, and I make some cool TikTok videos. But I'm not about to draw anything. I refuse. My middle daughter Stephanie, she's the artist in the family. She's killing it as an artist. But me, they say if you don't use it, you lose it, and I definitely lost it. So that's why I pay people like Michael Watson, Ren McKenzie, Marcus Williams, Wally McNair, Afua Richardson. I pay these people to do the amazing artwork. Guida, what's Guida's last name, Morgan? I don't even know Guida's last name. JC, like, pay these people to do the amazing artwork, and I focus on creating the stories and, you know, the podcast and stuff like that, because I'll never be this good right here. It takes like 10,000 hours to get this good, and I just don't have that amount of time. I just can't do it. So I appreciate it though, John Ballard.
I appreciate it too, sir. All your praise, I do.
Man. Right.
Yeah,
there's Guida. We were just talking about Guida. And there he goes.
I'm wondering what your boy and Void could do together.
Man, listen, Void is a monster, bro. Void is out here in these streets, and he don't care about nobody's life. When I seen him throw a hot shot through that building, I was like, bro, there was people working. It was the middle of the day. Why would you don't even care that people have to work?
Not an iota, not a bit.
Thankfully, spoiler alert, Vigilance was there, because otherwise I think your boy might have been done for. I think your boy Hot Shot, it might have stopped at issue 3. It might have been just Hot Shot 1, 2, 3, and that's it.
Hey, it might have. He did full frontal run that boy in there by like his throat. Straight into the building. No hesitation. Just, oh, there's something.
It might not have been no more hot shots because there was about to be a wrap for your boy.
Hey, but that's a cool thing that we introduced there. Is that he is lucky that Vigilance was there, but she still had her problems with Void though.
That's true. Vigilance is a whole superhero. Like, she's extremely strong. So I know she had problems with him. Void is out here taking holding nothing back. But what's up with Vigilance? When we gonna get some more Vigilance comics?
Oh, it's coming. We are actually we have not. We got a couple artists that we're looking at right now, and we're trying to find the right artist for the book because we want them to be we don't want to switch artists. We want them to be ongoing artists. The script for issue 4, I know I've done this before, but that script for issue 4 is immaculate. I can't wait to get that out here. Vigilance is going to go through some stuff. She is the world's strongest superhero, but you're going to meet her outside of the cape. Like, we're going to just go through a journey and discover who she actually is beyond that cape and beyond that title of Vigilance.
Oh, okay. I still want to know what planet. I know you say she's an alien, but I don't know what planet she come from. I don't know where. I'm looking forward to that. I'm definitely interested in Vigilance's comic. And if you want her to kill Carla, then I'd be down with that too.
You be down with that? You cool with that?
I'd be cool with that. If issue 3, issue 4, she just it just starts with her ripping Carla in half like Hulk did Wolverine. I mean, just throwing it out there.
All right, well, we'll see what we can do for you. All I can say is stay tuned, because Hotshot, Carla, Vigilance, Heroes International, they're all about to go through it. They all going through it. They came to the world. It's like, oh, this Mike Watson guy, he's a cool creator, man. He's we're all popcorn and dandelions, and all of a sudden it's about to be raining hail and rocks and thumbtack.
Terrible. John said, I think he was trying to say rap song. Morgan. He said, hey,
he absolutely was trying to say rap song.
I think he was trying to say rap song. But Morgan, I think he was trying to say rap song. But I don't know. Let me think. I got a couple. What was the King Supreme one that I did? Hold on. Let me go to my Instagram real quick to refresh my memory, because I'm not. It's more poetry for me, but I can do it to a beat, make it happen. See if I can remember it, and I'll bust a rhyme for you, real quick. Because your boy is I've been working all day. And it's like, where is it? Jesus. Man, my Instagram page I must post on there more than I thought I did. Okay, here it goes. Let me listen to it. No, that ain't it. Go back. Go back farther. Here you go. All right, I'm about to wrap. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, here you go. You ready? All right, let me see if I can do it. All right, here you go. Here you go. Okay. All right, bam. Here you go. Why does everybody always want to kick a man when he's down, but never come around when it's time to gown up and get dirty? I'm sure we could murder it perfectly. It's the time for that now. If we continue, you do your thing, the special beam, while I just hold them, collaborate. No matter the stakes, it won't always be great, so know when to fold them. That's all I can give you right now. That's all I can give you right now.
All right. Dang,
I recently found out that our CEO Sean Mack used to rap back in the day too.
Oh yeah.
I'm still trying to get him to send me the mixtapes. He said he had a couple of them out. I'm gonna find them.
He sent me some fire.
He won't send it to me because he knows, because I'm team spoiler alert. He knows that if he sends it to me, then I gotta make TikTok videos with him. I gotta put them on YouTube. So I mean,
yeah. And you're on the TikTok doing. I've been watching your videos and stuff. I've finally entered that arena.
Yeah, man.
I can't crack it.
Nah, man, it just takes time, man. You've been on that. What you been on that? Maybe 3-4 weeks, something like that. Maybe a month.
Mm-hmm. Like that Naruto video that I posted a couple weeks ago is like within the last 2 days now is like over 1,000 views. Like everybody's seeing it now and commenting on it now. I'm like, I posted that like 2 weeks ago. How is it still like coming up?
That's how it happens, man. It's like sometimes it's how it is. Sometimes you post something and then it instantly goes off, and then sometimes you post something and it doesn't do anything for like a couple of days, and then that algorithm kicks in and like it starts hitting the people who want to see it. Like if you put something with Naruto on and then it finally catches the right people, it starts blowing up, man. It's weird like that. I told you we got like 20,000 followers on there.
Yeah.
And it was all from just doing, like, I was just going to the grocery store doing videos of me, trying to get to buy a meal on a budget. Like I was like, I'm going to the grocery store with $15. I gotta feed 5 people, a family of 6 or 5 people with $15. Let me see if I can do it. Mm-hmm. And like I did probably about 10 of those videos, and people just started following out of nowhere. And then I did a couple of, the little trendy dance video, not the dance videos, but the little things that happen on there. Like I want to do the white challenge. I wanted to do, certain stuff. And it just, I don't know how to explain it, but it's cool because now that I got, a couple of followers, now that I'm putting out stuff for the podcast, I can see the analytics where people are going from the podcast to do that, or people going from TikTok to go to the podcast or to buy comics. Mm-hmm. So did Jay do get was he one of your was it your Patreon or was that your roulette wheel that you did for the giveaway?
Oh, actually, Jay sent me a very pleasant message about how he was taking care of his mom. They were quarantined for 2 weeks. She had been tested for it. She didn't have the severe symptoms or anything like that, but he was still taking care of her. And he had mentioned how like he'd been watching the show, and the show has been helping him out a lot. Bringing him laughs and entertaining content and stuff. And he just messaged me that and told me that, man. I was like, man, I really appreciate that. So I kicked him over a free issue of Hot Shot #1 while they were at home chilling.
Oh, that's nice, man. That's amazing. That's nice. Hey, man, Jay, hit me up, man. I'm gonna give you Ace Blade #1 for free, man. Taking care of your mom out there and everything, man. That's sweet, man. We're gonna hook you up, man. I'm gonna get you. As a matter of fact, I'll send it to Mike, and he can get it to you.
All right, I can do that. Whew. These muscles
everywhere.
I don't know if I want to slang with this dude, man, because like I'm not imagining him to be a slow cat, like one of those big dudes who be like that you could die. Like I
No.
imagine he's up here.
Yeah. he got he got speed and strength. He got that Mike Tyson, bro. He got that he got that Mike Tyson speed and strength, man. That dodge and hit at the same time. It's trouble fighting Gutshot, man. Really. But see, that's another thing. Ace Blade is when he fights, he is already, physically, gifted as a fighter, but he dang on will figure out whatever it is that is your weakness as a fighter or as a man and pick at it. So for Gutshot, he has a temper. He has such a temper that if you get on his nerves and if you make him mad, then he becomes unfocused. And if you become unfocused as a fighter, then you can find openings to take shot after shot after shot. And that's how he takes how he approaches a fight with Gutshot. If Gutshot could keep his temper under control, he could probably deal some real damage to Ace Blade. But because Ace Blade is such a tactician, he's usually able to take him out. And that temper is something that Lumberjacks has in common with Gutshot. So I mean, I'm not gonna say that Ace Blade could beat Lumberjacks, at any time, but I think he would. I think
Say it, or you're saying you're not gonna say it.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna.
Just say that.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say those words that Ace Blade could beat Lumberjacks because he's, an angry dude and he's not as a focused fighter. I'm not gonna say that, but season 3 of the podcast, we actually almost had Lumberjacks and Ace Blade come to blows, but cooler heads prevailed. What episode was that, Morgan? That Ace Blade and Lumberjacks almost went at it? I think it was episode 5 or 4.
I remember that because y'all had Facebook talking about it. Like people was really taking down bets.
That was one of my favorite episodes of the season because you really got to see why, what motivates each one of the characters, and that Lumberjacks isn't really a rage monster like people people assume he is. He has purpose, and he has that justified anger. So that was one of my favorite episodes of the season, episode 5. That's right, and people really enjoyed it. It was one of our, I think the most downloaded episode of the season so far.
That's what I'm saying. You guys promoted that right. Like you got good images to represent both of them. Nice visuals for it. Your preview, I think your preview is very eye-catching, and that gets people to click on it because you have the image in the little Facebook box and the little voiceover, like boom, boom line, and that just looks really dope. It's simple, but it looks really dope, and it makes me want to click on it. Like, oh, hey, what's that? It look good. But then you guys are also talking junk on both of your profile pages, going back and forth for each other. You put up the vote that you sent out to everybody, that you sent out online. So like you guys hyped that up the correct way.
You reminded me of the vote. I forgot. Morgan, what happened to that vote? I can't even remember what happened in the vote. Like I can't remember who people said they thought would win. It's escaping my memory right now. I mean, I'll probably go back and find it, but I can't, right now, we're on Chat and Draw right now.
Don't fall for the okadoke, man. He's got to pull you back in. He's got to pull you back in for real. Don't fall for the okadoke.
But yeah, we have a good time on Chat and Draw. I mean, on Chat and Draw, yes, but also on the Super Shorts podcast, man, we have a good time, and we're just glad that people are enjoying it and people are, are falling in love with these characters that we have. Man, that's just perfect, bro. It's just perfect. See, he got the hairy chest, bro. Like just the wild 100%, Man, just off of one image, like this dude, Michael Watson. And I did it on purpose. Like I was like, let me just send him one picture, see what he can do. I just wanted to test your boy, and he knocked it out the park. Killing the whole game.
Well, I very much so appreciate it. But he looked like he was a dude that have a little hair on that chest.
Yeah. Do you know if Ren does any digital color? I know I've been watching renderings with Ren, if that's what it's called, right? Ren. Been watching his show where he draws and he does a lot of traditional stuff. Ren, do you, or if you're still here, do you do any digital coloring or anything like that?
He does.
He does. Okay. I might send this because I still got to. Me and Morgan were trying to find somebody to color the first ones that you did for season 1. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So might have to send these over. He's a flexible dude, Jay. He's a flexible dude. But also he's a billionaire, so he can pay somebody to do that for him. Just saying. Michael Watson, ladies and gentlemen. How many episodes you got for season 2 coming up?
No, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I know I got John Jennings coming on. I got Ashley Woods coming on. I got Stephanie Menard coming back. I know 6 more episodes this month.
What's up, Ed? How you doing, man? Inspiration. Justin Green started following you on TikTok. Hey.
I just saw
that. That's what I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, all of y'all go follow Most Epic on TikTok, man. Go follow Mike. I know y'all got a TikTok account. People, man, I've had people at work literally come up to me and be like, man, I seen your TikToks. And I'll be like, how do you even know? How do you even know who I am, first of all? Why are you even following me? Like my one of my coworkers, his daughters and our daughters play together, and they and I just realized that they were following me on TikTok. So I gotta be careful what I'm posting on TikTok, because I didn't realize I had so many coworkers and family members and friends on there. Ren said, I don't have that ticky tack. What is a ticky tack? Tick tock, ticky tack.
I'm right there with
him. Going to get you a ticky tack, Ren. People would love to see your artwork over there, man. The artists, I'm telling you, man, artists do very well on TikTok. Artists do very well over there. Yeah, Alan, man, come on for season 2. Mike's got. I'm sure he's got some more slots open.
Oh yeah, Alan. The actual the link for it is going right down there at the bottom. If you go to the shortfusemediagroup.com website, we've got the black and white digital, which I'm doing right now, but we also have the color option available that you can pick up there.
Daniel Calvin say he has to use a bidet, talking about how does Gutshot clean himself after going to the bathroom. Yeah, you're probably right. He's got bidets though. He uses the bidet definitely.
Yeah.
I'm putting that in season 4 of the podcast. I'm using that for real.
Replay here. Where can we find you at, Danny J. Quick?
That's my favorite part. Oh, but yeah, you can find me at the Ace Blade on every social media platform: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. At the Ace Blade is where you can find me. And you know what? If you want to get into the Ace Blade comic, go on over to shortfusemediagroup.com
Yes.
and buy you a couple. I promise you, you will not be disappointed.
You will not. Like I said, I just put the finishing touches on that trade form. So that will be available shortly on our store, where you can get it. And it's going to be the first one to feature the new, like, the trade graphic art design for all our trades.
When are we revealing that? When are we showing the world?
Hey, let's show them today, baby.
Let's drop it right now. Let's do it.
Do it. How about here? After the week, we're talking about that.
Y'all about to see some real exclusive stuff right there. See, that's what you get when you get Team Spoiler Alert on here. Sometimes you just gotta ease them into a spoiler. Sometimes you just gotta do it. You might have to wait an hour to get to it, but we about to do some real spoiling right now.
Doing well, ready to hang out with you guys at the cons again. Yeah, me too, Ed. Coincidentally, I just got the color version of Michael Watson's work today. What color version did you get today, Alan? I've been doing a lot of work. All right, so we got our dude right here, fierce, strong, buff as hell, and ripping through his shirt right now, heading towards I want to say heading towards lumberjack. Damn it. So he heard him talking all that junk, and he's here. He's here for it all day. I left out a nipple. I got to draw a nipple.
Uh-oh. The veiny.
I didn't draw them all angry, but you know, I got in there on that detail right there. On that.
I like it.
All right, so now let me see if I can find it. Now I can kick this person out. My extra screen.
Hey, here we go. Let's do it. I'm ready.
He said, "I'm ready."
Reveal to the world.
Nope, here it is. Let me kick my extra screen out the pod. All right, now let me see if I can find it because I just had it. Like I said, I had to put together the trade to get that over. Oh, here. Oh, is this it? My sound effects are copywritten, so don't try to take it.
don't take that. I'm taking it right over to TikTok.
All right, so this looks pretty cool. Where's my share screen at? All right, so the templates and stuff for the covers, I like to put my hand on them and touch them. I'm very big on unison and everything having design, especially as far. Oh shoot! Can we show that, Alan? Can we show that on Chat and Draw today? Alan needs to let us know if we can show that today. But big on branding our IPs, our products, our characters, our books, so they all look uniform. And when you see our covers or our trades, because now they are dropping, they all look the same. You know it's a short fuse product or whatnot. Share screen. Here we go. And what I'm about to share with you right now, Ace Blade, Volume 1, The Vigilante Trade. Now I'm collecting issues number 1 through 4 by your boy Danny J. Quick and a slew of other people putting this book together and whatnot. This is the official wraparound, the sleeve that we use it for our covers, front and back.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Yes.
Nice.
So I'm a big fan of quotes from people that have read our books or whatnot. So putting a quote on there. This was a really good quote, and Danny sent me a couple of them that are hard to choose from. You obviously have the little bit talking about the book or whatnot, what books are collected in it, who's done the work on it. I know Anthony Piper did the artwork for the back of the cover. Ace Blade, Guts Greater Than Greed. You get the little write-up from your boy, Danny Quick, about what the book's about. We got our shortfusemediagroup.com down there, barcode down there, and below that, we make comics because we
make comics.
The Short Fuse logo on the back with the Fourth Wall Productions logo. And then very, very simple on the front cover. The front cover has an artwork. And I know Danny chose to make the title font smaller to feature this Canon White exclusive joint. So we get a full exposure of that, which is a gorgeous cover. Then down here, towards the bottom right here is our collaborators, the people that worked on the book, the writer and the artist getting the forefront, and then whoever else on here, McNair and Caruso, helping out with the book. Left this down here because some books, I'm not going to say any hotshot, has a lot of people that worked on it, so we got to throw it down there at the bottom or whatnot. The Spine featuring Ace Blade, Volume 1, Vigilante Complete Trade, 1 through 4, and Danny J. Quick on there. So, I had some fun designing this. Very happy to get this out here, and I know Danny J. Quick is excited to get this book done and get it up in the store. The next trade is coming out. It's already made, but we're not going to announce that today.
You're not going to show it? You're not going to show the people?
I'm not going to show the people today. I'm not.
Man, come on now, Mike. You teased them with the Ace Blade. You might as well go ahead and show them You might as well go ahead and show them the next one. Come on now.
I can't do it.
Okay.
We've unleashed enough spoilers today.
Yeah, that's enough spoilers for the day. You're right.
I will tell you this. Source book number 2 done. Source book number 3 halfway finished. Source book number 3 is actually source book number 1 and 2 are connected solely to Heroes International. And source book number 3, which I just approved the layouts for that one, is connected to Emerald Quest. And so we got hitters, baby. We got hitters, hey,
Make it happen.
In the chamber, we about to bring it out here.
I need to go ahead and get me a source book. Me and Morgan need to go ahead and get a source book too, man. We need to make it happen.
Hey, we got the template. The rule that we set up for the source book is the first page is a comic page, and that leads you into how it's connected to whatever. So we if anybody's gotten the source book number 1, that we have a first page in there. It opens up with 11 from Heroes International, and it's kind of just a thing where they're getting audited by the people that run EHD financially or whatever to try to get approved money to run the squad the way they need to run it. And second issue of that goes right back into that, and then it's a sideway connection, almost in the same way that Danny and them are doing the audio shorts. We didn't want to just make a regular character book, and I can't take the full idea for it because Sean Mack came up with the idea and said, hey, you need to do a character book. Just go ahead and just, make it like a file type of thing, whatever. And then I did the designs layout, and I got to thinking, like, how can I connect this to the books so it's not just a character book? I didn't want it to just be something where it was outside the realm and you're all like, oh, I learned about this character, learned about that character. Well, we wanted to work it into a story to where it looked like it was actually files on our characters being reviewed by an EHD accountant and seeing the potential and power of what these characters can do. Some of the files were redacted with blacked out information and stuff to kind of make our viewer wonder, like, well, what is this? What is going on here? These are little nods that we're going to have happen to, in Heroes International. And if you've been keeping up with Heroes International, which you can get issues 1, 2, and 3 on shortfusemediagroup.com, you'll see why the accountant is in the building right now talking to him. But then the twist comes in, well, how do we make it work for Emerald Quest? Because Emerald Quest is connected to all the other books. It's in the same universe. And we worked it out. Michelle, our intern, is doing a killer job. And we figured out how to connect it in there. So that's the only thing, Danny. I got the template for you, baby. You just got to be able to work a comic story within it.
But don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. That split.
All right, hold up. Let me see here. We're going to do. Hey, so Alan was on the show first season. Alan, yes, you're more than welcome to come back on. But apparently he got his colorist, Linda Scott Campbell, to color the character that I drew for him.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. And we're about to show that.
Is that the Canadian one? The
hold on. Trying to get my history up. Window. Is this it? No. I want.
Come on, Mike. You over here teasing folk.
No, don't. Well, we're running a little bit slow.
It's shutting down on you. See, you got
It is.
what you working on. You working on a MacBook. See, should have used Windows.
I ain't working on no MacBook. Damn them Windows, man. Get out of here with them damn Windows. I can't stand a PC, boy. I gotta use a PC for the part-time gig. I can't stand PC. I admit, yeah, it's got some advantages. I'm not gonna lie, it's got some advantages. You know, y'all can build an awesome computer for cheaper. That's cool.
Very true. Because these MacBooks are expensive, bro. I had to. They just ordered me one for work, bro, and I was like, hey, if y'all didn't order it, I would have never got one because Chuck was like almost $4,000, bro, and I'm like, for a laptop? No, I'm not gonna do it.
All right, so yeah, I drew this character. He was I think I was like third or fourth episode. But he got this colored up by his colors, Linda Scott Campbell.
Hey, nice.
Nice.
I remember watching you draw this. That's right. Man, I like it.
Hey, I like it. Good job.
That's
Haley,
beautiful.
She can't wait to see Emerald Quest's source book, and actually she will get to see. She's helping work on the book, so she'll get some behind the scenes on that action too. John says nice book cover. Morgan says hit us with all the fires. Don't forget the nipple for Joe. I added that nipple. I got that in there. Morgan saying that joint is fire. Alan says looks absolute killer. He said game for to show it. Slight work. We're gonna need an American Dream source book eventually. I know. Like, hey, Daniel's all for it. Daniel must be the most excited person in comic books. When Daniel sees something, he said, and he always gives props. That's why I like Daniel. He always gives props. He says, "Oh, yeah. That is dope. But I need the American Dreams version."
Yes, absolutely. He said, "How can I make this an American Dreams? How can I do that?" Hey, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm gonna say y'all need to watch Daniel Calvin's page in the next couple of weeks. I'm not gonna say what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna say y'all need to watch Daniel Calvin's page.
Yeah, actually, Daniel is scheduled to come. Oh man, I wonder if it's gonna pull it up. Daniel is scheduled to come back on here and chat and draw for an episode, and we'll be making some tasty announcements for him.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hold up, that's not it. Hold up. Let me actually look at who I got coming up on this joint, man. I'm over here having a good time with Danny J. Quick, and the longer I get on here with him, the more convinced I am to say stuff. So I don't know how much longer we're going to keep Danny J. Quick on this episode.
I'm going to go ahead and schedule my season 3 episode, though. I'm going to go ahead and schedule that. Hey, Morgan, man, you know what you get when you get me on the show. When you get me on any podcast, any interview show, you know what you're going to get. So it's your own fault. It's your own fault.
Well, while I'm waiting to see if this will come up or pull up or whatnot, tomorrow, The Good, the Bad, and the Nerdy returns with a brand new episode. We'll be talking about some cool stuff on that episode or whatnot, and hoping everybody tunes in for that. We'll be going, me and my buddy, my pal, Christina, will be at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and we're going to be talking about the Destiny trailer that lost for the new Destiny. I'm trying to get a hold of my video game buddy, Midori, so we can do a video game episode focused solely on that and the PlayStation stuff that was announced.
Man, I saw that they got, or somebody told me that a new Horizon is coming out. I bought a PlayStation 4 so that I could beat that game, and I just beat it last week. And then Morgan posted today and said that a new Horizon is coming out with the PlayStation 5. I'm gonna have to get it.
See, this is my problem. These MFers heard me say I'm not buying a PlayStation 5 because it's a waste of fucking space.
Right.
I didn't mean to cuss. But now that their so-called launch games are every single game that I play. Like
all of them, right? They got the Miles Morales. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that, man. It's like they know I named my son after Miles. Get out of here. Kick rocks.
I'm sitting here playing, like I'm literally playing through the Game of the Year edition Spider-Man because I literally just got a PlayStation 4, this 2 months ago when the Corona started. So I literally played through Horizon. I started The Last of Us, and me and DJ started playing Spider-Man. And when the Jefferson Davis character came in, I was like, oh, that's Miles' dad. That's pretty dope. I wonder if he's gonna show up in the game. And here we go. Today they talking about the new Spider-Man with Miles Morales. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to get it.
And you aren't gonna agree with me. And I'm not gonna lie, the Miles Morales game looks good. I haven't seen all the trailers. I'm gonna watch them because we are gonna do a good, bad, nerdy episode talking about that and Destiny. But I don't see that much of a difference between what they have on PS4 and PS5.
Yeah.
It looks good. Granted, it does. But I don't see that much of a difference, especially when we got games like The Last of Us 2 coming out next week. That Spider-Man game looked as good as The Last of Us 2. So I can wait. I can wait.
I know I can wait. Like I said, I waited all this time for the PlayStation 5, especially if they put some of those launch games, like if they have PlayStation 4 versions, which
I could especially wait.
Yeah.
Do PlayStation 4 versions. I know they're not gonna do it because they a-holes.
They would be a bad business decision for them, but if they were to do it, I would definitely be able to wait.
But none of those games that they showed today, none of them games is gonna be launch games.
You don't think so?
No, they are never the launch games. The games that they show and tease us and get us excited about are never the launch games.
What they're gonna have? They're gonna have Spyro and
Spyro 6
and Crash Bandicoot with us all.
Crash Bandicoot rebooted. They're gonna give us all new Sonic game that they're gonna poop out or whatever. But yeah, I can wait, man. I can wait. It does make me very upset because I very much so want to get that Miles Morales Spider-Man game. I very much so want to get it. And to know that's his game, it's all him. Yeah, y'all can kick rocks, man.
Man, yeah, I gotta support that. Did they say what the price point is gonna be? I know this ain't good, bad, and nerdy, but did they?
No, I haven't seen it yet. Like I said, I still gotta watch all the videos, and that's gonna be another thing. Like they want you to pay all that money for an initial system, knowing that 2 years after it comes out, they're gonna release the PlayStation 5 Pro.
Right. And they're gonna drop the price. And in the first year, they're just gonna run all of the bugs out of it. Like it's just gonna be so buggy for the first year and anyway. So
$600 minimum,
bruh. No, I can't do it.
Y'all kick rocks. Oh, and then when nobody buys Miles Morales game, they're gonna say, "Well, we gave you a game with a 4-star game with the personal code in the game, and y'all didn't buy it because your system is $600." That
$600.
Or dang near $80 to $100 for just this. Man, bye. All right. My thing didn't come up, but I got some amazing guests coming on the show. John Jennings, Daniel Calvin, Chris Williams. That's all I can remember off the top of my head. But they coming. If you want to be on the show, if you're a creator with a comic book character, hit that link that's ticking at the bottom of the screen. If you're looking for more options, because we do have a secondary option, go to shortfusemediagroup.com, and in our main store, our opening store, there is a purchase for digital and there's a purchase for color. So I am doing color. If you're just a fan who likes the show, who likes comic books, who likes art, and you just want to get a commission done, I recommend signing up for my Patreon page. As my Patreon page, which is coming up right now, my Patreon page would probably be your cheapest route to get some commission work. Plus, you get to be on the show with me while we talk and discuss why you love this character, why this character is so cool. So you're kind of getting a lot of perks and bonuses with that if you sign up for the Patreon page. And as always, visit our website because we have all these books, namely Ace Blade, Lumberjacks, Hot Shot, all types of tasty books on there. You buy the physical copies of the book, you'll get the digital copy of the book for free. And I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're a great hype man. There you go. Be sure to check out and give Benny J Quick a follow on TikTok, on Facebook, Instagram, and all that good stuff. He's a very entertaining young fellow. I enjoy his promotion work very much so. He's out here doing the dang thing. Danny, you got anything you want to say?
Nah, man, I appreciate you having me on again. I didn't know that you had a color option, so I guess I'll have to go ahead and sign up for my color option. You must have just added that because I definitely would have got the color option. But next time I will get the color option. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, well, I was going to mention to you, Danny, because Danny gets a few commissions from me. I was going to mention to you, probably your best option is to sign up for the Patreon page to get your commission.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
Well, this has been an awesome show. Fun laughs. It flies by with Danny J Quick on here. I got to get this thing uploaded to the Google Drive so Danny can download it and get done what he needs done because this is his. It is his to do what he wants with it now. Actually, let me do that right now because sharing and uploading from my iPad is super, super easy. That's why I get choking. We're back Tuesday with some awesome guests. So join us on Tuesday. Dear Creative is popping back. Taking some time off of that just because I've been doing so much chat and draw and so much drawing and stuff. I'm having time. So we're going to do a huge update on Dear Creative, everything we have going on, FSK, short fuse and stuff like that. But I'm going to have some awesome guests on that show. I'll be announcing that tomorrow. I'll be announcing all that tomorrow. I'm not even going to lie and say it's going to happen today because I took my kids out to go see stuff for her dollhouse and my son for the Ninja Turtle playset that I worked on for him. So he's got bunk beds now. So we about to go put all that stuff together for the Ninja Turtles and the dollhouse. We're about to go make it happen up in the playroom and eat some pizza while we do it. So I'm not getting back online tonight. Maybe later on, maybe 11 o'clock or something for Twitch. Get that uploaded. So give me a follow. Art of Mike Watson on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Follow our page, Good Bad Nerd, on Facebook and TTHE Nerdy on Twitter or whatnot. Always follow our Facebook page on Short Fuse Media Group because this is where we do the show at. I'm on Twitch as well, on Patreon, and I'm on the TikTok as Most Epic Art. And actually, I need to check TikTok when I get off of here. But that's it. I'm not going to keep you guys. We got so many people in today. Thank you so much for watching today's episode.
Thank you.
For sharing, commenting, and all that good jazz or whatnot. I will catch you guys next time. Thank you to Danny J Quick for bringing a very awesome character on here for me to draw and get around to play around with or whatnot. But that's our episode, and we're going to close out. You know what? I'm going to close out. I'm going to show you why you guys should go buy a copy of Hot Shot. We're going to do – what are we going to do? We're going to switch the mood here. We're going to change it. Is it on there? No, it's not on there. Is it on there? No, it's not on there. Of course it's on there. Why didn't I just look there? All right, let's see here.
That's the Good, Bad, the Nerdy. I see that one.
I got so many of these things laid out here, and they don't make it easy to organize them.
You got to label your stuff, Mike. Come on now.
Here we go. Here's the Hot Shot trailer. Check it out.